Bruno, Bruno, Bruno. He comes from Portugal like Cristiano. He goes left, he goes right. Something, something, something. He's our Portuguese magnifico. Bruno, Bruno, Bruno has finally equaled the record for assist. He's now sitting with KDB and Thierry Henry and could potentially be the record holder. Oh my gosh! I should be a musician. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Football with Priscilla. I am Priscilla, obviously. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I just want us to talk about the Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest game, in which we saw Manchester United beat Nottingham Forest 3-2. But before we get into the video for today, make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when next I post a video. And guys, we are on the road to 800 subscribers. So make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Okay, so let's get into the video for today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is no secret that the Premier League is officially coming to an end. The 2025-2026 season is coming to an end this Saturday, I think. Yeah, this Saturday will be the 23rd. And that's when the last games will be played. So across the board, all the final games will be played on Saturday. And I am sad, okay? I enjoy having a weekend of football. And after this Saturday, we will just have like the Europa final, and then we'll have the Conference League somewhere there, and then obviously the big one, which is the Champions League final, and then, well, the Premier League and these other tournaments are done. But ladies and gentlemen, I think we can take comfort in the fact that we have the World Cup this year, which I'm absolutely looking forward to because it's had a lot of controversy, okay? But it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to watch this World Cup. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, obviously I want us to talk about the Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest game. I feel like it's been long since I made long form content. I've been doing a lot of shorts because it's easier for me. Long form it needs a lot of energy. But yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United beat Nottingham Forest 3-2 in their last game at Old Trafford. It was a very sentimental game. We saw Casimero say goodbye. Bruno Fernandes, everyone applauded Bruno Fernandes for equaling the assist record of KDB and Thierry Henry. We saw Carrick, obviously, as he's now the next Manchester United manager, the incoming manager, make a whole speech. Like, it was sentimental. The players were with their kids. It was absolutely adorable. Okay, so Manchester United played their last game of the season at Old Trafford this Sunday. Okay. So let's talk about the points with regards to that game. My first point, ladies and gentlemen, is this: I thoroughly enjoyed the game. Okay, first half was a bit slow. Both teams were like afraid of each other. I don't know why. I expected Nottingham Forest to bring the game to us, which they tried. I expected Manchester United to do the same, but like the first half was a bit lethargic. Okay, second half, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where both teams got their intensity from. It was back to back, end to end. And even though I'm saying that I feel like Manchester United was having a little bit more of the ball, it was very entertaining. So I thoroughly enjoyed the game. 3-2 was a very telling result. Okay. Even though I feel like the two goals that Manchester United conceded, we conceded poorly. All those goals would have been stopped one way if we defended well. But hey, I mean, we're towards the end and we've secured third place. So what can we say? So yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, my first point is I absolutely enjoyed the game. Second point, ladies and gentlemen, we finally say goodbye to Casimero. It was such a beautiful thing to see when he was finally getting substituted. The crowd was clapping, they were singing one more year, one more year. And it's like, you just know, like, I feel like, for me, I love Casemiro, but I feel like it's better he goes on a high than we go next season, he stops performing and the fans are like, oh my gosh, get rid of him, he's old. So for me, I'm so happy that he's going on a high, he's going on a good note, he enjoyed his farewell. Like, it's beautiful to see. So goodbye to you, Casemiro. The problem is, are we ever going to replace Casemiro? Like, where are we going to find a Casemiro alike? Like, who's going to replace Casemiro? I know there are talks of Chomeni potentially coming to Manchester United, but all these Baleba, we have Tonali, we have Bruno Guimaraes. But the question is, are all these going to be able to fill the shoes that Casemiro will leave? I think not. First of all, none of these players that I've mentioned have the experience that Casemiro have won at least half of what Casemiro has won. So it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, it was sad to see. But Casemiro, ladies and gentlemen, that was his last game for Manchester United at Old Trafford. So we say a big goodbye to Casemiro. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other thing I want to talk about, obviously, Bruno. He comes from Portugal like Cristiano. He goes left, he goes right. Something. He's our Portuguese magnifico. Bruno has finally equaled the record for assists. He's now sitting with KDB and Thierry Henry and could potentially be the record holder. Oh my gosh! I should be a musician. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like I said in the song, Bruno has officially equaled the record of the most assists, sitting alongside KDB and Thierry Henry with 20 assists. What pissed me off is the fact that he could have equaled the record and broken the record in the same game. Buemo, Ahmad, oh my god. Like, I've never seen a team that has played against its players as much as Manchester United. Like, Buemo, like, why? Ahmad, oh my god. Dalot, like, Konya. Bruno was putting the ball right in front of the players. Like, all you had to do was just hit the ball on target. And Buemo, Konya and Ahmad said, no, what do you mean? We're not going to do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I honestly believe Bruno could have broken the record, okay? Equaled the record and then actually put a record of his own. It's hard being a Manchester United fan, but even harder being a Manchester United creative midfielder, clearly. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think kudos to Bruno Fernandes. He's been an absolute revelation for Manchester United. I still remember the day the news broke that Manchester United wanted Bruno Fernandes. And obviously people were saying, oh, who's this guy? He's coming from Sporting. We've seen players come from Sporting. They come to Manchester United, they come to the Premier League and they fail to excel. So we were like, a lot of people, including myself, I wasn't thinking like Bruno would bring the impact that he has. But thinking back to that day when his plane landed and Sky News was reporting that Bruno Fernandes has finally signed for Manchester United and his plane has landed, and thinking about it today, I feel like as a Manchester United fan, that was the best day of our lives because Bruno has been an absolute revelation for Manchester United. Honestly, I don't know where Manchester United would be without Bruno Fernandes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my other point I would like to talk about is Buemo and Ahmad. Yes, Buemo and Ahmad. I think everybody can tell that the two guys are a shadow of themselves, okay? Buemo, I'm glad, got the goal, but it's been sad. Like, Ahmad missing sitters, Buemo missing sitters. Those are chances that Buemo and Ahmad would never miss, but I don't know what's going on. But hey, I feel like, listen, let the season close, let them go and enjoy their holiday, because I don't think any of them are participating in the World Cup. I don't know. Cameroon, Ivory Coast participating in the World Cup? I'm not sure. But yeah, so I feel like there's still time for them to go and just, breathe a little and work on themselves. I still believe there's a player in Buemo, still believe there's a player in Ahmad, and I wouldn't sell them at all. And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, I would like us to talk about the current players that Manchester United needs to let go of. Mason Mount, Joshua Zirkzee. What is Zirkzee even? Like, I don't even know. Mason Mount, Joshua Zirkzee, Tyrell Malacia. I don't know who else I've forgotten. Bye-bye. Like, thank you so much for your time and your service to Manchester United. We absolutely appreciate it, but it's time to go. Yes. Like, no. It's time to go. These three players, in what world is Joshua Zirkzee next season going to be a Manchester United player? What is it? What does he offer us? Nothing. Mason Mount needs to go. Tyrell Malacia, thank you. Please leave. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think Manchester United is in a season or will have a transfer window where there's gonna be an overhaul. These players that I've mentioned absolutely have to go because I don't see them bringing anything to Manchester United. It will be interesting seeing Manchester United's transfers this season. First of all, there's the whole issue of the World Cup. So obviously the transfer window is not going to be easy because most of the people that would want to sign would be playing for the World Cup. So I absolutely can't wait to see the transfers for this season. Special mention, guys, I read something on Twitter with regards to Matthias de Ligt. Apparently, he had surgery for his back and he will be coming soon. Yeah. Our curse continues. Like, we had Martinez injured, Maguire injured. Now we have de Ligt who has a back injury and then had surgery. Lord knows when he's going to come back. Like, it's absolutely crazy. So now we've gone from leading midfielders to needing an extra defender and potentially a striker and a left fullback. This transfer window is absolutely going to be interesting to watch. Anyway, so yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, those are my thoughts on the Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest game. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comment section below which positions do you think Manchester United should strengthen in the summer as we are entering into the 2026-2027 season. I would love to hear your thoughts. So that's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe, and do turn your notifications on, ladies and gentlemen, to know when I post a video. Bye, guys.